Sorry, I have to survive. Sorry, I'm not a Nepo baby, Vivian Musk. Sorry, like, I actually never received $1 from either of my parents. But speaking of money, this video is sponsored. One moment. Have you ever caught yourself mindlessly reaching for a bad habit? Maybe out of stress, boredom, or because everyone else around you is doing it too? Trust me, we've all been there, and that's why today's sponsor, Fume, exists. It's not about quitting cold turkey. It's about replacing that habit with something better. There's no vapor, there's no nicotine, only flavor. It gives you all the satisfaction without any of the harmful chemicals. Zero downside, only upside. It's also perfect for oral fixation and fidgeting. Watch. I could do that all day. Fume's premium wooden design feels great and has these magnetic fidget features that are so satisfying. Honestly, it's the best thing ever when you're just stressed and also need to focus. Also, you can customize your flavor. My new favorite is definitely the spearmint ice because it gives you that just very sharp, crisp, refreshed feeling. Over 500,000 people have already switched to Fume and are already kicking their old bad habits. So if you want to see what the hype is about, go check it out. For a limited time, use my code BlairWhite when ordering the Journey Pack, and you'll score a free Fume topper and upgrade your experience. Click the link tryfume.com/BlairWhite or scan the QR code somewhere on the screen, and you can grab yours now. Thank you so much to Fume for sponsoring today's video. Go check them out, and now on to the rest of the video.
In sponsorships and like YouTube ads. I keep fucking with the table. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's money.
Correct. And like attention. I do think she genuinely believes what she says, though.
It really has to be one or the other there, right? It really has to be, I'm doing it for money, which would make it fake, or I really do believe. And that's what they really have to grapple with, is they know I'm a real bitch. Every person that is in the trans community that wants to use words like a grifter or say that I'm being fake or doing something for money, they do know, and you just saw it pop out, that I am the realest bitch in the community. Whether I'm right or wrong, I could be literally factually wrong about everything I believe. That wouldn't make a single bone in this slightly plastic body fake. There's a lot of fake about me. My views, my personality, the shit that comes out of my mouth that I cannot control, that's just a blessing by God. That was instilled at birth. You know, I wouldn't criticize this about you if you weren't, you know, being so retarded. But unlike you, I'm not up on YouTube as a platform. I don't have a public voice because of who my dad is. I don't have people interviewing me or the ability to use my voice to put my opinions into the world because of who my parents are. I actually did that 110% by myself. Just like I'm sure the money in your bank account is definitely not 100% yours, right? The fact that you're even being interviewed right now and famous and on a platform, it actually has nothing to do with you. So that would be the difference between you and I. And there is a part of me, if I'm real right now, that wants to not be so harsh on Vivian because you're young. And that's not to be demeaning. You're objectively a young person. You're 21. But, you know, not that I'm saying it out loud, being young is not actually an excuse for being retarded. And when I was 21, that was actually the start of my channel. That was like when I started. And I know that I probably was definitely not as elevated intellectually back then. You can watch my first few videos, but I was not as stuck on stupid as this. Your IQ versus my doorknob. Guess who's winning? Guess who's winning?
But like, I mean, I know there are a bunch of like hosts of like Fox News that are like apparently liberal behind the scenes, allegedly.
The reason why leftists are constantly accusing other people of being grifters and not believing what they truly believe is because they don't. They're projecting. And also, it's so crazy because if I just used y'all's retarded lingo back on you and started just calling you things like transphobic, maybe that's the move. Maybe that's what I should do, because I actually find it extremely transphobic to reduce the intellectual capacity of anyone in the trans community to, like, if they're not liberal, they must be lying, because no one could actually stray from that group think, that sheep think that we all have. Like, y'all think so small of trans people that it can't be that they have any sort of intellectual capacity to disagree with me. Like, how could a trans person have any capability to not just like parrot and repeat the same things we say all the time? Some of us do. Some of us do. And again, you're young, and so maybe you'll get there. It's also just lazy because by making the conversation about like, well, does she even believe what she really believes? You know, there's Republicans who don't really believe that, blah, blah, blah. What you're doing is you're trying to find an excuse to not actually combat what I have to say. You're not going to mention what I have to say or my actual worldview because then you have to debate it and you can't because you're wrong. I actually believe everything I say. So if we could ever just get past that and start addressing the things I say, that would be probably ideal. And an actual way to defeat me rather than for the rest of time just flop around like a dead fish repeating the same shit people have been saying to and about me on the internet for the past decade. I mean, this is just verbatim. This video has been made about me 100 times. The script has been the same every time. It's just like, it's weird, but that's that group thing. That's that like drone, you know, NPC collective consciousness thing that they have going on. Just no individualism. It's like no new things to say. Just the same shit that other retards were saying about me in like 2016.
Whether or not you go home and you're like, I'm actually nice behind the scenes, it's like, doesn't matter because you're not nice in front of the scenes.
Yeah.
Y'all also live in a Disney movie. It's about nice people and bad people, mean people versus good people. And you guys are the nice people when you start out a fucking video talking about who are we going to give lashings to today. See, at least I don't fake it, right? At least I don't pretend to be the nicest person. I know I'm quite a bit. I am quite a bit of a bitch, right? But when it comes to me, see, I'm a wolf. You see me coming, bitch. I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing. You see me coming. I don't gotta move in silence. I really don't. I'll make a whole scene, a whole ruckus. I feel like this is so unserious. This is so unserious. This is so unserious, so it's like I have to be.
Fucking Blair White. She is so interesting to me. I mean, she's not that interesting because, like you said, it's like once you're...
Everything they say, they immediately contradict themselves with the other. Like they're just scared to actually say something. Blair White, she's so interesting to me. I mean, she's not that interesting to me. I think she really believes what she says she believes. But you know what? I don't think she really says that. Y'all are scared to make a stand about anything, even your feelings about someone that you just said you're going to give, what was it, lashings to? What did the slave master say over here? Knock off James Charles, you can lashings.
Once you're making money from that sort of speech, it's like, okay, well, you're just going to do it as long as it's making money.
Yeah.
But...
she's gone progressively further right as she's going to like, also, fuck you, Blair White. I want to get that out there.
Yeah.
I have become progressively further right, actually, yes, because y'all have gotten progressively more retarded. You have pushed me even farther, so congrats on that, but that's not my fault. Also, it's so interesting. Once you realize something makes you money, you just keep doing it. Yeah, that's called surviving in the world. That's number one. Is this video is monetized, right? Is your video monetized? Or are you Fruit Loop Gandhi over here doing it all for free? Because I actually do remember a time, I would say the first almost year of my channel, despite the fact that I was already within the first year getting videos with hundreds of thousands of views, I didn't even think about monetizing it my first year, pretty much. I remember I had to have, I think the YouTuber was Shoe on Head. Shout out to Shoe. It's been a long time, sis. Her and her boyfriend had to like sit me down and be like, so you have to start thinking about making money about this. This is how you monetize your channel. And she showed me how to do it. It's like, you should be making money. And I should. I absolutely should. Which is why there is another ad. One moment, please.